You know what you haven't asked me, but you haven't asked me about this awful condition of persistent genital arousal. Have you seen this?
No.
I have thousands of patients.
Welcome to UroChannel and another clinical pearl from the interview with Professor Irwin Goldstein. He is one of the leading doctors in sexual medicine in the world. When I met him, I tried to ask him about all these mysterious conditions such as genital dysfunction and pain. When you walk into the average doctor's office with those issues, they normally roll their eyes and don't believe you, and out the door you go. I had heard about persistent genital arousal disorder during my education in sexual medicine, but according to the literature, it is a rare condition that predominantly affects women. I had considered it worth a video, but since mostly men watch UroChannel, I had abandoned my plans. I was very surprised to hear that there are also a lot of men who are affected, so I thought I might as well share this part of the interview with you. Is that right? Male patient.
Well, yeah, it's equal. It's actually maybe even more common in men, but persistent genital arousal disorder, PGAD, it's now linked to a larger umbrella, which we have labeled genitopelvic. Mm-hmm. Genitopelvic means coming from the genitopelvic area. Mm-hmm. And an unwanted, unusual, persistent, bothersome feeling. Like one of the feelings is being aroused all the time, or being partially erect, or being on the verge of orgasm. But another one is electric shocks and itching and burning and broken glass and all these unusual feelings here. That has been an amazingly successful research effort to study PGAD/GPD, genital pelvic dysesthesia. A few years ago, we put out like a 4-year effort to understand the causes and the treatments. We found 50 different causes of PGAD, by the way.
Oh.
And we're now able to identify most of them and treat them successfully, which is really exciting. The most important one was the idea that you could have sciatica of the leg. I think most people know what that is. You get these awful pains and electric shocks and burning and weakness of the muscle going down your leg. But the leg has nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. The pathology, it comes from the back. The nerves from the leg have to go to the brain, and then their route on their way to the brain, they're being irritated by a herniated disc in the lower back, a lumbar disc typically, okay? But the clitoris and the penis and the scrotum and the perineum all have to get to the brain too.
Right.
And in their passageway, those nerves can be injured. It's not an exclusive benefit of the leg. You can have the same thing. So in many, many cases, probably the majority, PGAD-GPD is basically penis sciatica or scrotum sciatica or prostate sciatica or epididymis sciatica, where those nerves are being irritated in the lower back region on their way to the brain.
Very interesting.
That is a fascinating thing that's able to be managed by spine surgery.
So do you think that parts of what is called abacterial chronic prostatitis?
Oh my God, there's so many people undiagnosed. You can call that a GPD, let's argue, right? It's in the genital pelvic area, and it's a weird feeling. Mm-hmm. And they're being diagnosed as prostatitis because I don't think anyone knows what's wrong, and they sort of label them as, they see one white cell in their...
I don't really believe in the concept of abacterial prostatitis.
Yeah, I know. It's convenient, and you put your finger to a rectal and you say it's tender, goodbye, here's the antibiotic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the truth is a lumbar MRI would be very helpful in those people. Mm-hmm. And you'll see very interesting pathology in a whole bunch of those people.